Welcome to Daya Chemistry YouTube channel. 2012 GATE Chemistry question paper with detailed answer. Part 2. Question number 16. A metal chelate that can be used for the separation and qualitative analysis of aluminum ions by gas chromatography is EDTA, ethylene glycol, dinonyl phthalate and trifluoroacetyl acetone. Here you see acetyl acetone. Here aluminum EDTA was not used in gas chromatography, whereas aluminum trifluoroacetyl acetone was used in gas chromatography. You see, this is acetyl, this is acetyl acetone, this is acetyl acetone, and trifluoroacetyl acetone is CF3 CH2 CH3. This is trifluoroacetyl acetone. This trifluoroacetyl acetone coordinates with aluminum and forms a chelate like this. See, aluminum 2, 4, 5, 6. This coordinates like this. CF3, this is CH3. And here CF3 CH3, and here CF3 CH3, and this chelate complex was used in gas chromatography for quantitative analysis and for separation. So answer D is correct. Next, question number 17. The enthalpies of hydration of Ca, calcium, 3 ions were given: calcium, manganese and zinc. You know that calcium is an electronic configuration 3s2 3p6. For Mn2 plus is 3s2 3p6 3d5. It's a half filled orbital 3d5. For zinc it is 3s2 3p6 3d10. Here you see the smallest, the zinc Zn2 plus ion is the smallest cation than calcium and manganese. Hence, due to increase in effective nuclear charge, Zn2 plus has more effective nuclear charge, so its size is very small. Here you see the size is, what they are asking is hydration. Size is inversely proportional to hydration energy. Hydration energy, that is, the size of the ion, smaller the size of the ion, higher will be the hydration enthalpy, hydration energy or hydration enthalpy. Hence, zinc Zn2 plus has greater hydration enthalpy due to small size. The size is small. This is small size, more hydration enthalpy, and Mn2 plus 1814 kilojoule per mole, and calcium Ca2 plus is 1577 kilojoule per mole. Hence, here option D is correct. The number of terminal carbonyl compounds present in Fe2CO9. You have to know the structure for this compound Fe2CO9. This is the structure where it contains, compound contains 3 bridged CO bond. This 3 bridged CO bond is C double bond O, contains C double bond O, and whereas this 6 carbonyl is a terminal carbonyl which has C triple bond O. So it has 6 terminal and 3 bridged carbonyl groups. Hence answer C is correct. Question number 19. Among the following substituted silanes, the one that gives a cross-linked silicon polymer upon hydrolysis is. So which compound on hydrolysis gives cross-linked silicon? We have to see this. This is tetrahydrosilane. This is trichlorosilane. Trichlorosilane. This is dichlorosilane. This is chlorosilane. Trimethyl chlorosilane. Here you take the answer is C. That is answer is B. You take trichlorosilane. This on hydrolysis where this 3Cl is removed by on hydrolysis removed by 3 OH group. 3 chlorine atom is replaced by 3 OH group. This on trihydroxysilane on direct on condensation where the water molecule is removed. The water molecule is removed. You will get this compound, the hydroxysilane. This hydroxysilane on again a condensation where this hydroxyl group were condensed, water molecule was removed to give this cross-linked silicon. Cross-linked silicon. Hence answer B is correct. It is trichlorosilane. On hydrolysis gives cross-linked polymer. Question number 20. The plot of molar magnetic susceptibility versus temperature T for a paramagnetic compound at which follows Curie's equation is. Here is a curved graph. It is a decreasing graph. It gives a straight line. Here you see the magnetic susceptibility of a paramagnetic substance would decrease in increase in temperature. The variation of here the paramagnetic substance susceptibility with the temperature using Curie equation, where paramagnetic is equal to C by T, where C is a Curie constant and by T you bring this T here, you will get the susceptibility into temperature is equal to constant, here. So hence C is correct, where the plot of xt versus t gives a constant curve. This is a constant curve. This is a decreasing curve. This is decreasing curve and this is increasing curve, and this is a parabolic curve. So answer C is correct. Among the following donors, the one forms most stable adduct with Lewis acid BCH3 is a Lewis acid is an electron pair acceptor. Is a electron pair acceptor. So here option A is 4-methyl pyridine. They are given 4-methyl pyridine. This is pyridine. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4-methyl pyridine. Option B, what they have given is 2,6-dimethyl pyridine. So 2,6-dimethyl pyridine. So lone pair on nitrogen. And C, what they have given is nitropyridine, 4-nitropyridine. Nitropyridine. Option D, what they have given is 2,6 di-tetrabutyl. This is T-butyl. This is T-butyl. T-butyl pyridine. Here, where this boron BCH3, here the BCH3 is an electron pair acceptor which accepts the most stable electron pair from the lone pair of electron from nitrogen atom. So nitrogen contains lone pair of electron. Here you see this option C, this is NO2. NO2 is a minus I group. Minus I group, it withdraws electron. So the lone pair of electron near nitrogen will be very less. Hence option C was ruled out. You take in option, in presence of electron releasing group like Me, is a makes more electron available. So in option A, the CH3 donates electron, which makes the nitrogen is a electron rich. Is a electron rich here, and hence option D and option B also ruled out. Hence option A is correct. This forms more stable adduct with BCH3. And option B and option D was ruled out because both are crowded molecule due to steric effect. Due to steric effect, it does not make the lone pair of electron from nitrogen to donate to BCH3 thrice. Next question. Question number 22. The complex with inverse spinel structure is, they are asking inverse spinel. Which of the compound contains inverse spinel? The general formula for spinel and inverse spinel is A2 plus B3 plus B2 3 plus and O4 2 minus. Here, for the compound to be inverse spinel, the compound to be inverse spinel, A2 plus should occupy octahedral site. And B should B3 plus ion should occupy tetrahedral site. For spinel, it is just opposite. For spinel, you see, for spinel, A2 plus occupies tetrahedral site and B3 plus occupies octahedral site. So here you take this compound Fe3O4 is Fe2 plus Fe3 plus 2O4. This Fe2 plus occupies octahedral site and Fe3 occupies tetrahedral site. Hence option B is correct. Option B is inverse spinel. IUPAC name of NaPCl6, this complex is, here you calculate the oxidation number of phosphorus. For sodium it is +1, phosphorus you keep it as X, Cl minus is -1 into 6, which is 0, X equal to +5. So for phosphorus the oxidation number here is 5. So in compound C, sodium hexachlorophospine, the oxidation number was not given, hence this option C was ruled out. Hence IUPAC name of NaPCl6 is sodium hexachloro. There are 6 ligand. First you have to name the ligand. So sodium hexachlorophosphate 5. This is a phosphate. This is not phosphine. Option B is correct. In option D, it was given as phosphite. It was not phosphite. And option A, it was given as phosphine. It was not phosphine, it is phosphate. Oxidation number is 5. Hence option B is correct. An intermediate formed during the hydroformylation of CO2 CO8 as acts as catalyst is. In hydroformylation reaction, first of all, the catalyst is CO2 CO8 undergoes hydrogenation to give an acid HCO CO4, which can also prepare directly. This on hydrogenation, on passing hydrogen gas, you will get 2CO CO4, which acts as an intermediate catalyst in olefin hydroformylation reaction, which gives an aldehyde. Here it gives an aldehyde. Hence option C is correct. So option D is correct. 25. Next question. Order of polarity of ammonia NH3, NF3 and BF3. Here for polarity, BF3 has a symmetrical structure with a trigonal planar. You know, BF3 is a trigonal planar, that's why its dipole moment mu equal to 0. Dipole moment is 0 because it has a trigonal planar structure. Whereas in ammonia, this nitrogen contains one lone pair of electron, where due to this lone pair present NH bond, the dipole was not equal to 0, and in NF3, here also the dipole moment not equal to 0. Since the direction of dipole due to lone pair and due to bond is opposite in case of NF3, its dipole moment is less than NH3. So the order of polarity is BF3 is less polar than NF3 than NH3. So NH3 bond is more polar than NF3 than BF3. So option here, option B is correct. Next question. Question number 26 to question number 55 carries 2 marks. From a carboxymethyl cellulose column where pH equal to 6, arginine, valine and glutamic acid will elute in the order. Which will elute first and which will elute last? This we have to find it out. For this, you have to know the isoelectric point of the compound arginine, glutamic acid and valine is 11.5. It's 11.5 for arginine. Glutamic acid it is 3.22, and for valine it is 5.96 respectively. Thus the order of elution of this is from pH equal to 6, which is first glutamic acid will elute first because having low isoelectric point, and second valine will elute which has 5.96 isoelectric point, and finally arginine will elute, that is 11.5. So here the answer is D. First glutamic acid and then valine, first glutamic acid and then valine, and third one arginine. Okay. Next question number 27. The symmetry here, symmetry operation of 4 C2 axis perpendicular to the principal axis. Principal axis is C3. Belong to same class in the point group is. Here what they are given is this CN axis perpendicular to C2 axis. Then the compound will be D, having DN symmetry. So here you see they are given only the C2 axis only. They are given 4 C2 axis only, and other axis was not given. So for 4 C2 axis perpendicular to CN axis, the point group is D4. Option A is correct. Question number 28. At 298 Kelvin, EMF of the cell is given. EMF is given, and calomel electrode, a standard calomel electrode potential was given 0.2802. If liquid junction potential is 0, pH of the solution is, you have to calculate the pH of the solution. Now EMF of the cell was given 7530 volt. Here anode potential is 0, so it is E cell is 0.2820. Here you write the cell reaction, half cell reaction H2 at the anode is 2H plus 2, anode, Hg 2 plus 2 electron is cathode. Here using Nernst equation, E cell equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by N log H plus square Hd2 pH2. Here you see, since the liquid junction potential is 0, E cell equal to, you will get this equation. You substitute the value of EMF of the cell is 0.7530, and the standard calomel electrode is 2802, 0.0591 divided by 2 log H plus. Here you see pH equal to minus log, pH equal to minus log H plus. Hence here this minus log H plus, this minus log H plus was given as pH. So pH will be equal to 8. Question number 29. Wave function of 1D harmonic oscillator X from plus infinity to minus infinity. Psi x, the wave function has been given n 2x square minus 1 e power minus x square by 2. The value of n is a normalized wave function. Given is an integral value has been given. You have to find the value of n. First the given, listen here, wave function psi is given n into 2x square minus 1 e power minus x square by 2, and this is a normalized wave function psi into psi dx equal to 1, integral minus infinity to plus infinity psi square dx. Now you substitute the value, minus infinity to plus infinity n into 2x square minus 1 e power minus x square by 2 into again n into 2x square minus 1 e power minus x square by 2 dx equal to 1. Now here n into n square, 2x square minus 1 square, e power minus x square by 2 minus x square by 2 is nothing but minus x square dx equal to 1. And now this expand this, which gives n square minus infinity to plus infinity, which is a minus b whole square, it is 4x power 4 plus 1 minus 4x square e power minus x square dx equal to 1. Now you expand this, you will get 4x power, you will get this equation. dx equal to 1. Here already they have given the integral of e power x power 4, this one x power 4 e power minus x square is 3 root pi. This is pi, this is root pi they have given, and this is root pi, this 2 root pi, 2 root pi equal to 1. Now you have given this integral, you substitute this integral here, you will get this one. So n equal to 1 by 2 root pi into power 1 by 2 square root of. So this is the n value. Option C is correct. And last question, the reaction consider the reaction is hydrogen passed to, this is ethylene C2H4, which gives ethane. The molecular diameter they have given 1.8, 3.6 respectively. The pre-exponential factor in the rate constant calculated using collision theory is approximately, they have given the value 1.1, where the symbol have their usual meaning. So you have to calculate the pre-exponential factor A. You see here, pre-exponential factor A is given as collision cross section sigma into 8 kT, where K is a Boltzmann constant, T is the temperature, pi mu power of. Here they have given that this value was given as 1.11 into 10 power 27. Now we have to calculate sigma, collision cross section, which is equal to pi d square. So d, you take diameter of A was given is 1.8 Armstrong unit, diameter of B, that is ethylene, this is hydrogen diameter, this is ethylene diameter given is 3.6. Now take average is 2.7, d is 2.7, so substitute the value, d square 3.14 pi into d square 2.7 square, which is equal to 22.9 Armstrong unit. You convert it into meter, that is 22.9 into 10 power minus 20 meter square. Now you substitute this value sigma d here. So on substituting value sigma 22.9 into 1.1 into, you substitute the value, you will get 2.5 into 10 power 8 meter cube per mole per second. Answer A is correct. I hope this video was helpful to you. We will meet in part 3. Thank you.